Done? Okay, make me feel it to hear it. What does that even mean? We've all experienced listening to a song in a foreign language, a language we don't understand, but at the same time the song touches our heart to the extent that we listen to it over and over again. Why? Simply because the singer makes you feel it to hear it. That's why I came to believe that the power of the word is not in the meaning of the words themselves. The power of the word is in how you're delivering these words. For example, if someone who has wronged you, he comes to you and he says with the shrug of his shoulder, "I'm sorry." It's not going to sound the same like when someone comes to you, looks you right into your eyes and says, "I'm sorry." What makes both are words of apology, but what makes them different is the way they are being said. And today I'm going to share with you a personal experience. As a teacher of English as a second language, I teach poetry. Yeah. So usually I go into the class, I write the poem on the board, and then I recite the poem. And before explaining it, I ask my students to reflect on the poem, telling me what they think the poet means in these lines. And usually my students are active and they enjoy the poetry class. But this day was different. I was teaching a poem called If by Rudyard Kipling. It's about a father who was delivering pieces of advice to his son, telling him, "Son, life is going to disappoint you. Friends are going to fail you. And if you're successful, people are going to hate you for no other reason." And then after I recited the poem, I look at my students and they were silent. Those are not my students. So I looked at them and they looked back at me. And then after a while, one of my students reluctantly, the students, reluctantly raised her hand. And she said, "Miss Ahmed, we didn't understand the meaning of the words, but we understood the pain in your voice. What's wrong?" And it was pain in my voice. It was year 2015, the worst year ever in my life, on the personal level, academic level, and professional level. And literally, I have experienced every single word that father was delivering to his son. So unconsciously, maybe while I was reciting the poem, I made them feel it to hear it. They felt the pain before they understood the meaning of the poem. Another experience, but not mine, is the experience of William Wordsworth. He is a poet, and he actually believes the same thing I believe, that the power of the word is not in the meaning of the word. The power of the word is in how they are being delivered. And he expresses that in a poem called Solitary Reaper. Solitary means alone, and reaper is the farmer or the peasant who reaps or collects the harvest. And we're talking here about a female peasant. So it was early in the morning, and that peasant was working all alone. And in order to give herself company, she started to sing. Our poet was passing behind her, and he was supposed to go on in his way. But he was captivated by the beauty of her voice. He was hypnotized by her sweet, silvery voice, that he decided to forget whatever he's going to do, and he stopped to listen to her. But he didn't only stop, he froze, because he was scared if he made any movement, she would feel his presence and stop singing, and he didn't want her to stop singing. So he froze and listened. And he noticed that she was singing in a dialect that he couldn't understand. But he didn't care, because what stopped him is not the words. What stopped him is how she was singing these words. And then he described how he felt when he listened to her way of singing. He said that he felt like a traveler who has been traveling in the desert. He has been walking under the hot, scorching sun for days, for weeks, for months. He was tired, he was exhausted, and he was in dire need of water. And her voice came to him like the shade that's going to protect him from the sun. Her voice came to him like comfortable cushion on which he's going to lie down and relax. Her voice came to him like water, pure water, water that quenched and killed his thirst, water that he has never tasted like it before. All these feelings are delivered to him, not from the meaning of the words, just from how she was singing. And that's why Let me end by saying that if you're talking to a person you care about, don't go and choose fancy words. Don't go and choose idioms and expressions. Use simple words, but put your heart and soul in every single word you're saying. Make them feel it to hear it. Whoa.
Thank you very much for this.